Hello and welcome to another update video about GMX. I covered it a few days ago. We talked about the potential here to climb higher. This potential is still there. However, we had a short-term setback here. GMX dropped below this ascending trend line and we had to adjust the lower level wave count here. There is still a chance to rally from here. And it is still one of the best setups at the moment in the crypto world. A long setup with basically a potential all the way up to $100 and more. However, is it guaranteed? Of course not. Yeah. Why is there is small concern? Well, we've got a series of 1-2 setups here. 1-2, 1-2, 1-2. With 3-1-2 setups, you can begin to doubt it. So I'm going to tell you what the other options could be as well, and what alternative support areas might be. Here, this has been one of the most interesting setups anyway. Yeah, we talked about it when we were up here in a wave 1. Said that this would get interesting when we get into the yellow support box. We did get into it. We moved out of it. And we are now moving up possibly in a third wave, which should lead to around $100. Then there should be a fourth wave and a fifth wave, ideally. If we lose critical support levels here, I'm going to tell you what are these support levels, because there is a bullish fallback scenario, and after that we only have a bearish one. Yeah, so let's take a look at that. So the short-term bullish, and this is still possible but is getting challenged like everything at the moment. Yeah, this is still getting challenged. We have here obviously this 1-2 setup, 1-2, 1-2. This is still possible. In this current wave 2 that we have, which would then result in a wave 3 to the upside, that should push us above the resistance area, which is going all the way up to $65. In this wave currently, we need to hold support above the 78.6 retrace at $44.50. If we drop below $44.50, I don't think this 1-2 setup is going to work out, and I would lose interest in this one. So however, we then have a fallback scenario. What is the fallback scenario? So if this 1-2, 1-2, 1-2 doesn't hold, yeah, and again, it will only really be invalidated below $40.60 as per the Elliott Wave rules, but from experience, and as you know, below the 78.6% retrace is a stronger than ideal retracement for a wave 2, and such a concept gets unlikely that we are still going to move up in the third wave. We would then have to change the Elliott Wave count to a scenario where, well, the next most likely scenario for me, yeah, would be the assumption that we moved up then in, yes, a wave 1. This was an A wave. This was an overshooting wave B. And we are now coming down in a wave C. This wave C would then most likely get into the following support area. We would be looking at the area, that's the fallback scenario. We'd be looking at the area between $30.50 and $37. From here, we then have a chance to move up. This is for an alternative. So basically, it would mean that this wave 2 never finished. It would be here. Yeah, we've got an A, B, C. So this would be an alternative support area, basically the same that we already had here. Yeah, this long trade would have worked out, but we have a chance to get back into this area should we drop below $44.50. Should we lose this area as well? So should we lose $30.50? What would then be my primary expectation? So then we would have to assume the higher level wave count is wrong, and I would have to change it to the following. Would have to say that the move down was an A wave. All of this was an overshooting wave B, and we are coming down in a C wave, and would get into, most likely, yeah, would get into this yellow support area again, and have another chance to find support above $15.50. And that would mean that this wave 2 never finished. Okay, they are all still bullish setups. This chart will, however, turn massively bearish below $15.50. Always bear in mind, this is still a very young chart. So there is a lot of volatility naturally expected. You need to have alternative wave counts. You need to have alternative scenarios. Prepare for these scenarios. Basically, I've just shown you 3 long trade setups that could work out with a decent reward to risk ratio. Do I tell you they are guaranteed working out? No, of course not. All trades involve risk. all trades involve uncertainty. But what the Elliott Wave method is really good at is identify low risk, high reward trade setups in terms of, you know, where's the key support area where the trade or the price should turn around. We've got one area here. If it fails, we've got the white area here. If that fails, we've got this yellow area. So I'm going to keep you updated about these. And that's really the update about GMX. So hopefully you like the update. If you liked it, then please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.